Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the Sleepy Gaming channel. Thank you all for joining me today. We are playing Town to City. I was recommended this game because they suggested it since they know I like both Minecraft and Terraria. I did test it out, make sure the graphics were working. It's doing great on my computer, so we're gonna record it. Um, so let's get started. So we're gonna start a new game then. Are you sure you want to start a new game? Yes. We're gonna replace the old one, which is fine.
But nowadays, it's so crowded. Smoggy streets, noisy factories. Oh, the smell of sewage on the air. What if you could do it your way? How would you design your perfect place? From bakery to park to cozy home and everything in between. Let's leave to start a new community. Somewhere green, somewhere nice. Others will surely follow when they
Sounds
hear.
lovely.
Well, you'll have to roll up your sleeves first, but with a bit of effort and right planning, you'll soon develop this spot of land from countryside to town.
Oh, lovely.
From town to city.
From town to city, as the name implies. Alright, so I already know how we're gonna start off. We're gonna create a road because I'm gonna do like a blocking system. Just so that it makes it easier for me to build things. Doing triangles and all that just makes it more difficult on me. Like any other shapes other than square just will make it harder for me to build the roads and whatever. So we're gonna do a blocking system. We'll see how that goes. There's also apparently quests that you can do later in game. So we'll be doing that eventually. So we want to make sure that we can make it viable. So we have started our new day. Remember, you want to use your keyboard, but you can also use your mouse with right click as it shows. And then you want to scroll to do this to rotate, but you have to press it in order to do that. Like it says, zoom in and out. Let's build 3 houses and connect them to the station with the road. Alright. Here you can choose the road type. Yeah. Alright. So, what we're gonna want to do is reopen that. We want it to be square. I don't want it too big though. Do I? I think it will be fine. So we want the road just at the edge of that. And just right there. Oh. Really? I'm gonna have to erase that nonsense. Whoops. I thought I had it set up to where I do a line. Guess not. Alright, so let's start over. Let's just erase all that I tried to do. Because I want it as straight as possible so that it makes it much easier to do things. So let's do that. Then we might want to bring it down a size. Maybe down to 4. Oh, wait. Let's remove the erase button and do this right there. Alright, I need to zoom out. Alright, messed up a little bit. Bring it down to 4. Alright, let's keep it just right outside the watery pond. And then we need... This thing is giving me difficulty. Okay. Okay, that should be good enough. Almost. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we got the square. A little bit messy, but it's good. It's good. It's fine. We should be good. Alright, so I'm thinking is maybe on the outside we're gonna do like the housing, right? We want to do it. Okay, I want to create a road on the other side just to make sure. There we go. Okay. I don't know why this is stressing me out, dude. Like, maybe it's because I'm trying to create straight lines and this game just, like, does not want to give me straight lines. I don't know. Alright, build a house. Alright, and then you only have a certain amount of funds, so you want to be careful of how much you're using. Alright, so now we have housing. Next thing I think we're gonna get is like food once we have people. So let's do that. Oh, lovely. The train is here. I need people to start this town, you know. Remember, it's okay to stretch. If you need to drink some water, make sure to do that. Stretching is important for your blood flow and your bones and everything else in your body. The first family has arrived. Click on their icon and give them a home. Okay, go away. Thank you. There we go. Let's give them the first house. Yes, 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 yes. You guys are taking forever to walk. The family has been given a home. Open residence information by clicking it. Okay. A warm, beautiful house is the main way to increase the residents' happiness, but currently does not provide much. Let's change that by giving residents access to food buildings. Okay. Market stalls are now available. Let's place 2 market stalls. Alright, let's do that. So we got the poultry stall and we got the cheese stall. Obviously we're going to add the cheese, but we need to make sure we have the poultry stall. Alright, let's add the cheese stall. There we go. And then I believe you can have them work at the stalls. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay, build 2 different stalls. Before a shop is operational, it needs to have workers. You have already added a worker. Okay. Each worker increases the amount of citizens that can be served, so make sure all shops can meet their demand by having enough workers. Okay. This shop can't sell yet because there are no warehouses connection. Let's build a warehouse next. Alright. The warehouse receives resources from the station and then transports them to commerce buildings. An efficient warehouse is nearby commerce buildings and close enough to the station. Alright. Let's do that. Let's get our own small little warehouse. This game actually does remind me of. It reminds me of when I originally played Banished because that is a civilization game, but I think I like this one just as much as I love the other one. What I like about this one is it's more personal. You get to learn about your citizens personally, which is actually kind of cool when you think about it. You have no workers available. Assign more families to houses or fire a worker somewhere else. Oh, okay. Let's... Here. And then you can live here. There we go. The transport cost is now covered. Okay. Alright, 21, 29, 15. I have no clue what those numbers are supposed to... Demand is based on distance to warehouse. Upgrade roads, reduce the demand. Oh. So I can upgrade the roads. That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so we got all these done. What's next? Click on the house. Alright. Access the multiple different shops greatly increases the happiness for its residents. Okay. This house earns you more daily income with each shop connection. Alright. Each house, shop, and warehouse has a decoration score. This score makes the people who live or work in this building happier. Okay. Let's make a house and a shop or warehouse provide more happiness by decorating the areas around them. Alright. Ooh, light. Yes, you need street lights so that your people can see. Let's start adding these around the corners of the streets. I'm gonna add one right here because it's right by the railroad. One more right here. And one more right there. Alright, let's make sure we add one more light here. And here. This way we have a light at every corner. Alright, there's more houses that need to be here. Come on. And then right across from the houses, I'm gonna create like shops and like there's gonna be gardens, whatever. For now, let's get all those set up. Alright. Let's put an archway down. Right there. And then tall or wooden fence? Let's do a tall fence. I like tall fences. Fun. There we go. There we go. And then I want this to be like accessible to the water, if that makes sense. Let's see. Almost. There we go. Oh. No, that's a double post, but whatever. You're gonna probably, if this wasn't so close to water, I would put a well there, but there's no need. That would be nice so that they have a play place for the kids. Flowers are nice, so. And put some flowers near the water. Flowers here. I like to have them randomized, which is Always good. Alright, let's put a street lamp right here. And then we're gonna put the bigger bench here. This way they can watch their kids play. And then maybe one near the flower bed over here. Anything else I can add? Oh, I could add a little bit of a tree. Yeah. Hmm. But yes, let's put that tree there. Alright, there we go. And the workers might actually want to have their own, like, little seating areas behind their workstations. Because why not? Like that, I would appreciate having a seating station right behind my job, you know? Then I can rest. And then there's enough room in case these people can have wheelchairs in the game. Just in case they need more light. Okay. And then let's give these people some flowers. Come on. There we go. Nice little flowers. Maybe they also want a little bit of privacy from their coworkers at the other stall. Maybe they want a little... These people would probably want a little bit of get away from the people so that they're not gonna talk to them constantly. Sometimes you just like a little bit of solidarity. Or, not solidarity, solitude. Wrong word. And then I think... that should be good. More people are ready for houses. Didn't realize that. There we go. Family added. So now we got a lovely little park. The people who work have their own little things. Do they need more workers? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Let's add a couple more houses. Almost. There we go. And I'm gonna give some end there so that we can decorate it with like bushes and stuff. Alright. And then we're gonna also want like little shops on the opposite side as well. Almost. There we go. Okay, let's add workers here. Alright, add one there. Alright, let's build their little getaway behind their workstations like we did for the other one. So let's do that. There we go, put that right there. There we go. Like who wouldn't like their own like station behind their workplace, you know? Okay. A little bit of flowers. Okay. Let's see. Let us do. I'm having difficulty with the bench. Alright. There we go. And then there you go. How lovely. Oh wait. This way they have a back way. So they can enjoy the water. If that's the case, we're gonna want to also add a bench behind here then. Flowers. Alright, and then also add a light back here so that they can see. Oh, lovely. Alright. That should bring the town a little bit of happiness. Alright, on to the next thing. Hover over the happiness percentage to view the happiness breakdown. People only arrive at the station if the total average happiness is 60% or above. Percentages in yellow and red should be improved to increase the average happiness efficiency. You can also click individual residents to dive deeper into their individual happiness. Let's keep the happiness above 60% and grow our town's population. Okay, sounds good to me. Alright, so our needs are plus 11%, which is pretty good. Work decoration plus 2%. I mean, I'm doing the best I can with what I have, so hopefully we'll get more decoration stuff and I can just upgrade that. House decoration is also at 8%, which is actually pretty decent, considering how little decorations I have. Guess I'm complaining. Put them there. Alright. We're doing good so far. Next. A higher population density decreases the residents' overall happiness. Make parks and open spaces and research build and connect more buildings to maintain a high happiness. Let's build a research center. I love that idea. Let's put it in the middle so that everyone can reach to it pretty much. Ah, lovely! I need a little bit more water. Okay. Add a worker to the research center. Got it. Research a new building. Got it. We're gonna put it at 2. We don't need that much. You can see your current research points and money here. So this is our money. This is our research points. Okay. Good. Stop moving. Open the research menu here. Alright, right here. And then we can do the fish stall now, but there's other ones. You have now unlocked the fish stall. This new building now appears in the construction menu. Okay. There is a fruit stall for 75, a vegetable stall for 75. We're probably going to get that one next, or that one, because this one's flower and plant decorations. Trees and bushes decorations. That's lovely. You have 39 out of 50 residents required to upgrade your city. This will unlock new features and buildings in the research menu. Maintain a high happiness and give 50 people a home. Your goal is to grow your new town into a bustling city. Alright, if you get lost, press escape or click the menu button and choose encyclopedia to read explanations again. The game uses autosave, but you can also manually save in this menu. So this is the menu they're talking about. So there's settings, save game, load game, encyclopedia, exit to main menu, but that's not what we're doing. We're gonna save game real quick. Empty this one. Yeah, so we have campaign 2. This is the campaign I was working on earlier to get a little bit of practice in. Alright, let's see. This one's at 8%, 8%. You want to put them in the house that they like the most. So. We would like a regular comfy house. This one. Alright, we're almost to 50 people, which is good. I think we only need one more. Alright, the next one, let's get the decorate buildings. Many decorations have special variations that only apply in specific places. Hover over different locations to find all the variations. So. That's cool. Never end up decorating the houses in the last save, so maybe we can change that with this one. So I feel like that would make a lot of the characters in the game happy. Look at that. You can do all that. I doubt I'll be able to do that. I don't know, just put a bunch of flowers on the houses. I just feel like it would make the people in general just happy, so might as well do it. There we go. And then I think that's it. This building has variations. Click the variant you like to press and see to cycle through them. Okay, so even if you just put like a couple of flowers and then a bench on the house, I feel like that would just make them happy. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let's just add benches to each of the houses. And we'll cycle through the flowers. Let's see. I feel like the house is pale. So you want to use vibrant colors to bring out the beauty of the house. Ooh, I really like the white flowers. Randomizing. Not because I don't like them, but because for certain houses, I just don't think certain flowers would look good. I like the white flowers on these. How about the orange one? I think that washes out the flowers, honestly. Maybe the purple ones? No. Nah. I like the pink ones. Oh, I can hang them? Oh! I can hang them from the side of the houses? Are you messing with me? Ah! Okay. I love that. I can just hang these from the houses. Okay, it feels wrong to not at least have one flower here. Alright, now that we got the flowers done on those ones, why don't we start decorating these houses? So let's make sure we get... Put these in front of the windows. Alright, now that we got that. So pretty. Let's do that. I feel like the red washes out on this house. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Kind of like the purple on that one. Alright, I think the houses are good enough for now. Oh, I missed a person. Alright, let's see. Fruit stall. And you can upgrade the town to the next stage. Click the green button to upgrade. The button it's talking about is this one. Alright, well, let's upgrade. Such lovely music. Woo! How lovely. Even the train came by to celebrate. City upgrade to stage 2. Apparel. New need unlocked. Research menu expanded. Unlocked tier 2. Great. Alright. Hi. We're all excited about the potential for our town to grow into a prosperous city. Everything's going well, though some of the new arrivals are exercising issues. I suggest building yourself a house first, one with a big mailbox. That way we'll know how to reach you if we ever have any requests of our little town. Or our little town. Confirm. Alright, I think we're gonna do... I think we need to expand... There we go. Let's zoom in a little bit so I can actually see where I'm placing this. There we go. And then... let's not expand up that way. That should be good. And then we're going to want to put another railroad on the opposite side, a little expanded. Trying to get closer to the floor, man. Alright. Let's remove that. Let's shrink this down to 4. Once more. I think I'm gonna do it like that. Alright. And I think I'm going to go from here this way. Come on. There we go. Well, I need to keep it even. It's annoying that sometimes it just doesn't want to work with me. Alright. Let me get closer. Feel like I got as even as I could get. Or at least I tried to. Alright. Do that one. Alright. I think that's pretty good. And then, let's start working on our other needs. So we have a fishing post. So let's do that one right there. And an app and a fruit one right there. And then let's add a couple workers here. There we go. We might want to upgrade the floor, the second floor to the second floor housing. I think we might want the vegetable stall first. Because then we get the greater reach. Because then all of them can reach areas farther than they normally would. Which is awesome. Alright, and then I'm going to create a little seating area over here. Make it tiny. This way my peeps can sit somewhere. Sit. Let us create that. Building fences by placing posts. The length of the fence determines its cost and how the direction point it provides. Okay. Click a fence puts you in edit mode. In this mode, every manual placed post can be moved or removed to change the shape and size of the fence. Oh, that's actually useful. Because what if I don't like the fence today, but I want to change it later, you know what I mean? Alright. There we go. Let's add a bit of light. There we go. Let's put one right here. Okay. And then I think that might be all for now. Maybe I could put it on a flower on the side of the house. There we go. Light it up on the side, give them a little bit, because it's a tiny space, but I want them to at least feel happy with the flowers and stuff. Give them something nice to look forward to whilst at work. These people like trees and foresty areas, so I'm gonna add... Okay, so they're all really happy. That's good. Now they have a boost on the trees rather than a negative. That's good. There's still more demand for this building, but you can't add more workers. You can place another building of this type to fill the remaining demand. Okay. There's no more demand currently. Eventually there will be though. Let's look at research menu. Not much to do right now. So let's try and get more laborers so that I can... Yay, 600 per day. I guess let's just speed up where we're at currently. Let's put a vegetable stall over there. Let's see. Mayor's home. That's right. That's why I was originally doing this. Mayor's home. Now we have that we can deal with. Okay. Amazing. Your house looks great. I'm sure the requests will start coming in soon. We're all thrilled to have such an involved mayor in town. Don't worry if it takes a while to address any of our requests. We're waiting. We're patient, townsfolk. Waiting, townsfolk. You have accumulated a lot of research points. Don't forget to spend them in the menu. Yes, 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 yes. And we'll do that one next. Hello, Mayor. When I moved here, I didn't realize I would have to survive without my favorite tailor. I fear I'm getting desperately out of fashion. Would you be a dear, build a clothing boutique in our little town? And make sure they sell red clothes? Dear, I hear it's the latest trend in the big city. Okay, that's what you want. Okay, so now we got more stuff we can use, which is awesome. Here, have a tree plant. Okay. Come on, second floor housing. Thank you. Add a floor into a house, making room for an additional family to live in the residence. Each house has a maximum of 3 floors, and prices scale up for each additional floor. House upgrades for a second and third floor need to be unlocked separately in the research menu. Alright. Alright, so this is where you'll find your additional floor to the house upgrade. So... Alright, we got some houses upgraded. Now we can actually add more people. And then we're gonna add... Okay, So I want to add them here because I'm going to put the clothing store here. Okay. Add the clothing store. And then we'll do the decorations next. What did I do? Alright, let's get that. Okay. Okay, let's upgrade this house. And then we're gonna add you here. Let's see, what's the best one? All of them are fine. Alright, let's see. Oh, lovely. Okay, so let's add some decoration behind this building. Just like the other one. There we go. Let's... Alright, we got that. Wonderful. What's this? I want this one specifically. Problem is, I can't put this here because I'm gonna need the street light there so that they can see. Alright. A bit too big for a flower pot. I really like those white flowers, so we're gonna do that. Your research points are near the limit. You can obtain more research points than the maximum amount. You cannot. Upgraded butcher house, yes. Alright. We got some nice houses. Yay, we can add the butcher. I think I'm gonna put the butcher right there. And then let's add that there. There we go. Huzzah! guess we're almost through all those. We're not quite at 120 people yet, though. Don't have enough money. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. So... this one. What's this? Those are special monument stuff. Oh nice, new decorations. Alright. We're doing pretty good then. Okay. Gavin. Sob. Yesterday I sat down on a bench and got a splinter in my leg. It hurts really bad. Perhaps our town is growing so much some of the old wooden benches are wearing down with use. It's even making our children cry. I'm not crying, you're crying. It would be a good idea to replace 5 wooden benches with those steel benches. Alright. Replacing the benches it is. Right. Can you just let me... thank you. Remove those. And then... replacing it with steel benches. Okay. Let us do this. More bench. I need to see when there's more more people at the stall. Alright. Done. Nicely done. Putting up those steel benches. That will prevent other children from definitely not getting hurt to the point of crying. Humph. You probably never had a splinter in your leg. I feel so upset I've never had a splinter in my leg. It's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, well if that's the case, I'm just gonna replace them. Not like the town is hurting for money. It's only $3 per bench. Get rid of these benches as well. Replace them. There we go. Okay. I don't think I can. So let's do that. Alright, so we got the flowers. I just didn't want to replace those. Because I like the white flowers right there. Them in that house. Alright. There we go. We got all the house upgraded now. Tastier meats. Optician. Small workforce and average production capacity. Park decorations. Fountain of seasons. Why not? I want to see this. Oh yes, I would love to have that right there. Okay, more workers. We're doing pretty good. I think I just got, an achievement. Sorry. My brain could not remember the word right now. That's okay, though. But whoopee. An achievement. Connect a functional clothing store to the house. Set clothing color to red. Butcher. Oh, there's the clothing. Got it. Clothing store and shoemaker. And then we want to change the color to red. There's no reason to have a worker here that's not even needed, so I'm gonna remove them from that. You add more workers than necessary. These workers will sleep and not contribute. Okay. A thousand thanks, Mayor. Even those big city folk would be envious of my beautiful garments. You look stunning. My Mayor, aren't you handing out compliments today? Alright. And you also get money from completing stuff like that, so that's awesome. Okay. What's the next one? Help! Last night I was playing in the woods and I saw an old knight's ghost. He was moaning and dragging his sword through the dirt. I swear he did. Please make the ghost go away before he scares everyone. Alright. Do that. Park decorations. Let's do the optician. Alright. I'm trying to do the flower family, man. Oh, since they want a house near a cliff. Family added. Let's upgrade it. Alright. Pick this one, and then let's do some lights. Why not have that up there? Sorry, I just sneezed. I'm good though. I was like, I don't want to sneeze into my microphone, so. No, I do not want to dismiss the family. You can live up here with the other people. Hmm. Let's see. Let us... Let's make another road. Alright. There we go. And then let's check on this real quick. Let's do the park decorations first. And then... Let's see. I'm thinking... Maybe we do it right here. I don't know. We'll see. But first, let us... Your money is near the limit. You can obtain more money than the maximum amount. Got it. Okay. And then I wanted this. Almost. There we go. And then we want to add that. Okay. There we go. And then we have plenty of room to put the graves and stuff. Farm. Okay. I don't know, I'm just gonna put that there. I don't know why. Maybe there's a cellar full of jam down there. I don't know. Sounds fun to me. Put some light towards the entrance so that as you walk in. Alright. You kind of want it to be a bit spooky. Okay. And then I'm trying to find the gravestone. Found it. Oh, I kinda... like the idea of just like... I like the idea of there just like being flowers at every gravestone. Like the town just like takes care of the gravestones and puts flowers, throws flowers at them. I don't know, it just kind of feels right. Alright, so put up the gravestones. There we go. Almost done. I kind of want to leave a little easy way to light it up. light, 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 light. Alright, let's see. Place a single flower over the grave. Okay, so I need to pick a flower. A single flower. So let's put single sunflower right there. Oh, it said a single flower. I did not completely read that. Let's do this one. A single red flower amongst pastel flowers. Why not? Alright, the last one says place withered trees in the area. Got it. Maybe I need to remove and then reopen. Almost done. I just need to place the trees for now, and then I can remove them. Let's finish this quest, and then I'll remove the trees inside the circle. Thank you. With the old night chased away, I can start adventuring in the woods again. Ghosts be gone! Don't stray far from the lit path now. Money. Okay. Okay, so now almost enough. Alright, next quest. Every tree in the neighborhood looks the same. They're all leafy. How about we plant a bunch of pine trees to spruce up our town? Oh, there are too many spruces, you think? No, too many oaks. We need pines. I have some saplings and much lying around. Mayor, could you plant 10 pine trees around here? Sure. Okay. That should be it until Alright. Too many trees, so let's get rid of them. Okay. And then... Let's see. Oh, we have 120 people. Perfect. Upgrade the town! Woo! Awesome! Whee! More people coming. Leisure, you need unlocked. New need unlocked. Research menu expanded. Unlock tier 3. Awesome. Okay. Above average protection. Bistro's nice. I think we'll do this one next. Here's the maximum transport capacity of the warehouse. Arbor Street, Oregon. Up at Theater. Draw over previous built roads to upgrade them. Upgrade roads is expensive, but significantly reduce the transport costs of warehouses. Awesome. Next one is small town. I just really need to upgrade the houses one more time, or just like something that costs a lot of money at this point. Maybe that's why I should do the roads. There we go. Should make life much easier. Alright. More people. Okay, so we got that. Maybe we should, you know, fix the houses. Actually, I think a picnic table would be nice at the top of these people's houses. Right there. I don't know how to get rid of these, by the way. It's just been there. Where's the flowers, though? I just want to put... Oh, let's get rid of that right there. Because it's in the way. There we go. I feel like that should make the people more happy, which is appreciated. Maybe I should create a park right here. Then it's near the warehouse, but... Or maybe I could put it closer to the house. And then it's right next to a tree. That would work out. Alright, and then fences. There we go. And then, since it's a park, put 2 of those. And then make sure there's a bench right here, because then they can make sure their kids are safe. Right here. I'm gonna put some sunflowers there. Some sunflowers there. Let's see. Flowers by the kids' park. One here. One here. One here. And then they're gonna want lights. So let's put some lights. There we go. There we go. Now we have extra room for the experience points. I don't want to play hide and seek. Don't you like it anymore? Course I do, but there's no pretty flowers. I want to hide in bushes with flowers. What does that have to do with hide and seek? I just wanna... Alright, so we'll do... You know, this would be a perfect spot for that. Because then it's near the water, it's also near here. And then I could put some benches up for the parents. Make sure their kids are being safe, you know? Put that here. And then let's make sure there's eating benches right here underneath the tree. Alright. And then the next thing is sweet and seek right here. And then they want bushes as well. There we go. Okay. Hide and seek smells great now with all these flower bushes. I want to play! Still don't know what this has to do with hide and seek. Go on and play, little ones. Thanks. Confirm. Alright, and then... These people want more trees. So I'm thinking is like right around this area. And let's see. Tree, pine tree. There we go. Okay. Pine trees, aren't they just the loveliest? It's so much more foresty here now. I can't say that word. I cannot say the word. Alright, let's see, what else? Extra warehouse. Let's do the puppet theater, 'cause I need that. Alright, let's see. Waiting. Maybe I should. Alright. Okay. That one. That one. Let's see. Harbor. The next one's Bistro because it's the next cheapest one. Alright, we're doing good so far. I need more housing though. Butcher. Butcher is doing pretty good. Okay, so we need more houses. Okay. There we go. There we go. I don't think I have one of these yet. And then there's that. That. Oh, look at that. We got more spaces for the warehouses, which is good. Means I don't have to build more warehouses, so that's lovely. Kiosk Theater. High range and low production capacity. Does not require a warehouse. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, and then there's City Hall. A City Hall that allows you to adjust the tax rates of your residents. Oh. I wasn't prepared for that. I didn't know I was allowed to do that in this game. Alright. What's the next quest? Mayor, our town is growing, but there aren't enough homes for all the new people. We don't want them to sleep outside, do we? Settle down, I'm sure the mayor will quickly build at least 10 new houses. Regular houses? Of course not. Our mayor will also upgrade the homes to fit in even more folks. Alright. Guess that is what I'm doing. Alright, so I need okay. There we go. One. No! Does not belong there. Two, three, four, five. Demolish. Alright. Four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Alright. And then I'm gonna need that. And okay. Add them to one of these. Okay, we finished that one. The city thanks you, Mayor, for solving the housing crisis. I thought we were heading for a disaster there. And I told you to take it easy. Our town is in safe hands. Money and more research points. Nice. Sounds fun. Oh. Alright. Let's see. Gotta make sure all the houses have their window flowers, so they're decorated. Be lovely. Might as well zoom in. This will make it so much easier. There we go. have to decorate too many. And then I have more room for like seating and decorations up on the balcony. Which is awesome. Alright. So, let's see, some seating. We could do the metal chairs. I'm just the type of person that just wouldn't like metal chairs because of, like, how little wood there is, if you get what I mean. Like, to me, I just don't want to sit in a metal chair, because then I'm gonna be cold. Although, when you are too cold, when you're too warm, metal chairs are perfect. Mostly when you're not warm at all that you have to worry about that. Almost there. There we go. And we got the chairs. I don't think we have rugs or anything like that, so to be fair. Yes. The kiosk. Got a kiosk right here. Should be fun. Alright. Kiosk. Yes, a kiosk. Warehouse is placed very far away. Consider placing closer for efficient transporting routes. Okay. Don't really care. Alright. We're doing pretty good so far. Lots of decorations. Flag, banner, sunshade, and bollard. Sounds fun, but I want the bistro. Because I think it would just be fun for my people to have somewhere to not sleep, to eat. Although, yes, it is nice to have a place to sleep, but, just place that. Okay. Now, the next thing is I need to set up one up here. I need another person to work here. Another person. I think that should be it for now. I think that is where we're gonna end it. So I would like to thank everyone for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Make sure you hydrate, don't forget to take your meds, and stay safe out there. I will see you all next time. Have a good night, and I will see you soon. Peace!